Hello everyone, Joanne with StampingInTheValley.com and welcome to my craft room. These are the 2 free card kits for the month of March. There's no stamped images that you will receive. That's why there's very little stamping on these card kits every month. They're usually with DSP, embossing, as layering with certain cardstocks. So that's why these kits are designed this way. But let's talk about this a little bit. I love the Painted Seasons bundle. This is in the Occasions catalog. Now, this is the paper. And you get 3 sheets of each, and there are 4 different styles of paper. I also love, for this card, I love the Botanical Butterfly DSP right here. Now, what I'm going to be doing through this month is going through these stacks. When I run out of one, I'm going to go to another paper. So even though this is done in Highland Heather, and I love the way this came out, guys, I just used the other side of the DSP. That's all this is, showing you guys how to and what to do with your DSP. I get a lot of questions. I love all this designer series paper, but I don't know what to do with it. This is a great way to be able to use it. So I just used the other side. Now, with all of this being said, I have a limited amount of this paper, both sets, but I think I have enough maybe to make it through the month. But if I don't, I will be reverting to the needlepoint nook right here. And this is some beautiful paper also. You'll get this DSP as the bottom, and then something on the top that is, or a color on the top that coordinates with it. And it will be embossed with this beautiful floral embossing folder. The Country Floral Embossing Folder. You can get this now with a $50 purchase. It's in the new Celebration flyer. Let me show that to you. Do I have that around here, or don't I? I do. Let me get that right here. So in this flyer, here is the Country Floral Dynamic Textured Embossing Folder. The number is 149698. It has that beautiful, deep flower image. It's absolutely gorgeous. Then over here is the Painted Seasons bundle. You get the paper and the stamp set. And the number for that is 150349. Now that comes with a $100 purchase. Then you could pick that out for free. The one thing that I'm kind of a little disappointed is I would just like to order the paper. I would just like to have and be able to just order like the paper, but you have to at this point get it in a bundle. So, but that's okay. You know, it's fantastic product. It's beautiful. I wanted you guys to get a taste of it. So that's why these cards are designed like this month, to help you all learn how to mix and match your designer series paper and use some embossing. This style of card, the top part will always be embossed with that beautiful embossing folder. And as the colors change, this color might change. Okay, I promise you, I'm not going to send you Highland Heather here if I'm using, let's just say, this paper that has more blue in it. Okay, I'm going to go with the blue, and your butterfly will be like that also. All right, so I'm just trying this, going through a paper stack with you guys this month. This butterfly is embossed with the Subtles embossing folder, which you guys know I absolutely love. You'll get all of your little embellishments and all of your pieces and everything. I just wanted to explain to you how we're going to work through the stack of paper this month with these 2 card kits. So that also, like if you place a few orders with me, if I see that I've sent you this one already, I might go ahead and change your paper. This way it's just a little bit different for you, because I have customers that do order multiple times, and I so appreciate that. So I thought that this might be a way to kind of get you guys the same thing, but just a little bit different with the color. All right, so we'll be back in just a moment, and I'm going to put this card together with you. Okay, here's our first card. I hope I made myself kind of clear in the first part of the video that I'm trying to get a little bit of versatility with these card kits for you guys throughout the month. And this is an idea that I came up with, so I thought we'd go with it for this month. So here's how your kit will come. You will get a Whisper White envelope, medium envelope, plain. You will get the card base, and this is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, and this is a thick Whisper White. It'll open like this. You will receive all these little pieces. You'll get this beautiful ribbon. This almost reminds me of a white burlap. It is a flax ribbon right here. So you're going to get about 5 inches of that, 4 1/2, 5 inches of this to go across the card like that. I'm pretty sure it'd be about 5 inches of this. You're going to get 3 rhinestones. I'm going to punch this out for you. I'm allowed to do that. I'll use the story label punch right here. And then I'll cut your designer series paper for you, and you will already have this embossed. So let's go ahead and start to put this together. I've used this type of design here recently, and I really fell in love with it, putting the card together. So I have my Poppy Parade there open, and once again, if I change this, if it's not Poppy Parade that coordinates with the DSP, this top color will change also, okay? So I promise you guys, you will have a beautiful card to put together. Now, let me move my base out of the way, and I'm going to get these 2 pieces here, and I'm going to flip them over. You know, if you didn't want the little mushrooms, you could do that side also. That's what's so great about the DSP, is that it's double-sided, and it really, Stampin' Up takes that thought of how am I going to coordinate this. But I can understand, you know, when you're looking at things, like how am I going to use this? Now, I'm just using some Scotch tape. And I'm going to secure this bottom to the top right here with the Scotch tape. Just make sure you're 4 inches, you know, you're even on either side. Scooch it up just a tad. All right, there we go. And I'm just going to tape this down, just like that. Now, that gives that a little bit of stability so that then I can mount it on my card. I'm going to bring my ribbon in. Let's turn this over and use a little snail on either side. This is another part that you could also use some Scotch tape just to tape your ribbon down. But I just find it easy just to stick it in the snail. Now I take this and I just hide that seam. That's a perfect way to hide a seam, guys. It also breaks this up and allows it to each have its like own little individual artistry of the designer series paper against the embossed piece. So this is the time that you can pick this up and move it to where things are straight, just like that. Now you want to go ahead and add your snail, or I'm sorry, not snail. You want to add your Tombow. Because this is embossed, you're going to want to have some good liquid glue down here. Go over your ribbon. Because of the nooks and crannies, you'll want to use a liquid glue and allow that to kind of stick down. It'll also help hold this ribbon down. Now I'm going to, let me move that to the side. I'm going to bring my card base in and going to stick this. Okay, that came right off of there. Sit down. Okay. We're going to have to get our fingers in it. Here we go. There we go. Whoop. Okay, just like that. Now, when you flip it over and then you adhere it to the card base, that will hold that, just like that. I've got glue on my fingers, sorry guys. Let me scooch this over just a little bit. Love having that Tombow so that I do have that wiggle room right there. Okay, just like that. That down. Let that Tombow take effect. There, let it just kind of, I'm rubbing the glue off of my fingers. I keep sticking to the card, sorry. So that is perfect. Now we're going to take our little punch out piece here, and we're going to use Let's Get Together and Giggle. I love that. Just in the Poppy Parade. And we're going to stamp that right there. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Let me move this aside. And now this, I'm going to take dimensionals, and I'm going to attach this in the middle right here to the card. And I'm going to use 4 because that will also help to hold down my ribbon. I've still got glue on my fingers, I'm sorry. Just like that. Now we'll flip this over and just let it sit on top of that beautiful ribbon right there. And then we're going to take our 3 rhinestones and we're going to add it to the front of our card. So we're going to put one up here. And when you decorate like this, you kind of do want to use odd numbers. And then one down here. And that looks so pretty. Now, let's go ahead and get the inside of our card done. Let's open this up. And I have my wonderful saying that I absolutely love. I'm so glad you are part of my story. I'm going to square that up. Stamp that right there in the middle. And I love these little stars. This comes out of the Painted Seasons bundle. Where is that? Right here. That's in that stamp set. See, this stamp set has no sentiment. So I love that also. But I'm going to use that, and I'm going to put one down here and one up here. I've been into decorating the corners. I don't know. It's just my new thing now. And now I'm going to take my envelope and just decorate it. Right there and right there. Just that quick. And that is our beautiful first card of March for our free card kits. Okay, back in a minute and we'll get the next one together. Now we're going to move on to the second card. So pretty, just with some designer series paper that, because Stampin' Up! Puts every bit of their effort into it, I don't have to think about it. I just flip it over and I have a nice contrasting color there with the butterflies. Now again, with the paper, I'll go through the paper stack, and when things, you know, like this is Highland Heather, this butterfly right here, but there's no way that, like with this paper, that I'm going to give you a Highland Heather butterfly. I would probably do whatever blue that is. I think that might look better on there, although it might, you know, look okay. There could be some calypso coral in there too, or even some granny apple green or something like that. So whatever coordinates with the paper is what I'm going to do for this butterfly down here, and it'll be of solid cardstock. It will come embossed. Let me show you how your kit is going to come, just like this. You'll get these 2 little butterflies right here. Again, you'll get about 5 inches of this beautiful ribbon. I really love this. I know they call it a ribbon, but it almost feels like a white burlap to me, but a little bit lighter. And you're going to get 3 of the rhinestones. You'll get a big one to put on the butterfly, and then 2 to put on this piece right here that I've already punched out. Yours will not be stamped. It'll just come punched just like this. And then you'll get these 2 pieces right here and your card base of thick whisper white at 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, just like that. And you will get a regular nice medium-sized envelope, an A2 envelope. Again, nothing stamped, but we are going to stamp just in case that you have these items already in your craft room. Remember, when you open these new ink pads, push them in the back and slide them. This is, I love Highland Heather. It is so, so pretty. I'm going to start with The World Needs More People Like You. That's a little crooked. These are a cling stamp, so they don't, I mean, they really don't come off of here. And I love putting the thing on the back of it, because that really does help me with seeing the placement. I had a hard time with the other ones, but I don't have a hard time with these clings. So I'm going to open this up right here, And I'm going to bring this in and just stamp our sentiment. And even with this, I'm going to use this little stamp. I really like that little stamp from the Painted Seasons. And I'm going to put one down here and one up here. Just like that. So our inside of our card is ready. Now the envelope, same thing as the other one. Just a little decoration, just for something special there. So that's finished. And now let's bring in our pieces. Let's see, here. And we'll do the same thing with this. I like my butterflies to be flying the same way, you know, up like that. So just go ahead, the same thing, and flip it over. And if you wanted to do the contrasting side and put the dark on the top and the DSP colored portion on the bottom, that would be fine also. Let me close this ink so I don't get my fingers in it. And just a couple of pieces of tape. Just like that. Now I like to take my snail and just get it right to the edge there. And then we're going to kind of flip this over. Now see how that Scotch tape holds that very nicely, just like we did the other one. And I'm going to put my ribbon there, and I'm just going to kind of even it up. I believe it's about 5 inches of ribbon, 4 3/4 to 5 inches of ribbon. You don't need much to push around the back here. You don't want that much bulk back there. And then it just sits in the snail, just like that. Now the other one, we used a little Tombow and it got a little wet. But we're good to go here because we're not going on an embossed surface. So, you know what I did? Honest to goodness, I stamped the inside of that card with the wrong sentiment. I really, really did. So we'll have to fix that. Let's see. I don't want to use that card base. Let me get another card base. Okay. I'm so sorry. That sentiment right there, which is fine, but I really wanted that on the outside of my card. So let me just back up here just a second. It's real. It's real. Right here, we'll just stamp there, and up here. Takes a second, and now let's see, right here. I'm so glad you're a part of my story. That's what I really wanted on the inside. Just like that. Then I really wanted this sentiment on our little piece right here. Let me square that up. Just like that. Okay, now we have everything stamped properly. All right, now we'll close this up and we'll get back to where we were. A little bobble there, but we're okay. Right? We just had to get another card base. I've always got these hanging around. So we're going to put this right here. Just like that. So pretty. And then we're going to take 4 dimensionals and we're going to put it on the back of our little sentiment piece there that we used that new punch. I love the new things that are being released on March 1st. Just right around the corner, guys. Make your lists. A lot of fun. Right here. And of course, if you order, these are the card kits you're going to get for this month. And the reason why that I started to work with the paper stack is because, like I said before, some of my customers were ordering a few times during the month. I kind of felt bad sending them the exact same kit. Although I guess they like it. They've never really said anything. But I thought maybe I should get like... do a card kit and then change it in 2 weeks or something like that. But that's about too much and a little too confusing. So I looked at my DSP and I thought this would be a perfect way to kind of change the cards up a little bit. They would still have the same design. I'm putting my rhinestones here on either side of the sentiment here, of the middle of it. So I just kind of thought that maybe you guys, I would try this and see if you guys liked it, because then the more you order from me, you get the same card kit, but it's just a little different with the DSP. So again, if I run out of DSP, I'm going to revert to needlepoint Nook. Love needlepoint Nook. Look at these butterflies. They're going to come embossed for you. And you just add a glue dot. I'll do this right up here. We just add a glue dot. And then I'm going to pick up my little one here and put it right on top of that one. And then another glue dot on the back. So simple. And then I just kind of bend those wings up a little bit and I put it right down here, and then I take my large rhinestone and I want to put that right here in the middle of this butterfly just to accent that a little bit, and go ahead and lift those wings on that little one and that large one, and there's our card. Isn't that just wonderful, guys? Fast and fun to put together. Beautiful sentiment. Absolutely gorgeous sentiment. So let's see, where's the other two cards? Here we go. These are the card kits. Let's move this way. This is the card kits for this month. You do receive your envelopes. This is for the month of March. Absolutely gorgeous, fun, fast, and I hope you guys enjoy me changing up the DSP this month. Isn't that lovely? Thanks so much for watching. Please go to stampinginthevalley.com, click on the big blue button, order any and all of your Stampin' Up! Products. I just really like the way these came out this month. I hope you guys do too. Thanks again for watching, and happy crafting!